Alright guys, today we're going to be going over the GardePro Trail Camera that I got in. I've let that thing run for almost a solid month now. It's really been picking up a lot of good pictures. The solar panel, if you remember, I put it up on the tree up above it. It has constantly been at when it has constantly stayed at 100% charge this entire time. We've had a couple of days where the sun hasn't been wonderful. And of course, at night, it's running strictly off the battery pack, and it has worked flawlessly on that. The cell coverage, I would say, is um, just about the same as the Moultrie cam when we had it out there. But again, that location is a fairly residential area. It's not off way back in the woods or anything. Right now, I've got the other camera running out in the Weewalk campground area, hunting area. I'm going to move this Garde Pro maybe at some point out that way. We've had a lot of problems with the rain and everything with the river out there in Weewall. Anytime we get a decent amount of rain, that the river likes to rise, and so that causes some issues. So we're just going to see. I've got a good bit of video and pictures from that Garde Pro Trail Camera. I'm going to put up at the end of this video, and they have also sent me a code to get a percentage off for everybody who is watching this video and subscribe to the channel. So I'm going to post that up right here, like I always do. I always put the codes up. You can go there if you go to the channel description or the video description, and you can find the link to go over there to their website and use that code to get a discount on that camera if you want to give it a shot. I have, with the experience that I've had with it, I don't have anything bad to say about it. It has clear audio when it's recording video. The video does seem like it might be a little bit more jumpy than the other cameras that we've tested, but that could be something in the settings too. I haven't had a lot of time to sit there and play with the settings, so I'm going to chalk that up to there's a possibility that's user error on that. I'm going to post some pictures up as well of the app inside where you can get the map. It also lets you look at the battery life, the signal strength, and everything like that. And I would like for everybody who's watching this, get in there and give me a comment of what you think of the video and of the pictures. I'm also going to post in there what the monthly subscription was. They were nice enough when they sent me the camera out. I actually got a free subscription with that, so it hasn't costed me anything at this point to run the camera. But if when you're watching it, if you look, there's a black tub kind of off to the right hand side of the camera. My dad, because that's actually out there at my mom and dad's property, he actually took an old fountain piece and put out there. He's been putting water and uh, attractant out there for the deer because they're enjoying just having the camera out there so they can watch the deer come up and graze and do their thing. So, like I mentioned before, when it comes to these trail cameras, they have a lot of different uses. It's not just for hunting situations. You can use it to monitor your campsite, your house that you're not always at. If it's kind of off the grid a good bit, or you don't have Wi-Fi and you don't have constant power on there, these cameras, you can set them up, solar panel, battery pack, and a cellular service on it, and you always got access to keep an eye on anything that you want, whether it's uh, a feeding area for deer or hog or turkey, whether it's your property, it's your house, it's your camp. Like I mentioned before, there's guys that when they're building new houses around here, they actually put these cameras up to keep an eye on their houses that they're building, make sure people don't come in and try to rob them of copper and everything else that people like to do when they see they could take advantage of a situation. Um, we're going to be doing more reviews, and if you've been noticing, I've been trying to get on and do live to go with our new jigs that we're putting out. We found out today that we're going to be in another store location, and I'll mention that on my next live that I will be doing either later on today or possibly tomorrow. I'll mention that store that we're going to be getting into and all that good stuff. And I want to mention as well that we have our second annual Southern Tide Chasers and Huckleberries Adventures. They're uh, they're the owners down there in Dalkeith at Douglas Landing. We put on a fishing tournament last year that went really well. We're going to be doing the same tournament again this year, and I have been in talks with several of our affiliates who are wanting to be a part of that. They're going to be sending stuff out. So, and I'm going to be doing a live from that event as well. I just wanted to kind of put that in there while I'm talking about this affiliate here, GardePro, and their camera that they were nice enough to send out. And I'm going to now, at the end of this video, like I said, I'm going to put in there all the different pictures and the videos that this camera put up. And I'm going to place in there different steals of the app from my phone, and as well as what the monthly subscription costs for that cellular camera. And if you go on their website, you can also see that they have a lot of different options. Like all of these companies, they don't just do a cellular camera. You can get a standalone camera, or you can get everything from a memory card all the way up to your cellular camera, and everything from your regular batteries that you have to keep up with up to what we've got with this one, where it takes a battery pack, it has a solar charger and everything else on it. It's completely standalone, which I am a huge fan of that. So all in all, I I am not the one that's going to tell you that camera is better than any other camera. I believe that their technology is on par with the other cameras that are in that same tier level. They do a great job. Over time, we're going to let this thing run along with the other cameras that I'm doing reviews on. Let them run, and that's gonna tell the real story over time, and we'll see how that goes. I will update as we go along in the process on these cameras and how they're working. So enjoy these pictures of the deer. It was a bunch of the same does that we had from before, but now we're in a different season. We went from winter and now we're into spring. So you could see a little bit of difference in the way these deer are acting. And like I said, my dad went out there and put them a watering station as well as their food. So I'm sure they're loving that area now. So check it out, and I'll put the code back up there for the discount code. Hope y'all enjoy. Definitely leave some comments, and check out these lives whenever I'm doing those. I want to try to do those every day that I'm out here, uh, whether I'm pouring the lead, making the jigs, or if I've got them in the oven powder coating them. I'm going to be on here just video and everything, and I'll be taking questions, and hopefully we all have a good time together.